The Packers get a win on the West Coast against the 49ers, moving them to 6-2 on the 2020 season. Congratulations, Packers.
Sometimes it's good to whisper and keep your voice down low. But sometimes you gotta risk it and let the whole world know. Don't wanna be.
What's up, Packer Nation and YouTube Nation? It's Duke with your NFL Week 9 update. The Packers did win. We'll go over that in just a minute, but let's go over picks, scores, and divisions before we do that. So today I picked the Falcons over the Broncos, the Seahawks over the Bills, the Titans over the Bears, the Colts over the Ravens, the Chiefs over the Panthers, the Lions over the Vikings, the Giants over the Washington football team, the Texans over the Jags, the Raiders over the Chargers, the Steelers over the Cowboys, the Cardinals over the Dolphins, the Saints over the Bucks, and the Jets over the Patriots. Right, let's go over scores super quick. So, Thursday's night game was the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The Packers beat the 49ers 34-17. The Packers are now 6-2 and the 49ers are 4-5. All right, this morning's games are the first one is the Denver Broncos and Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons beat the Broncos by one touchdown, 34-27. The Broncos are 3-5, while the Falcons are 3-6. The next game is the Seattle Seahawks and Buffalo Bills. The Bills beat the Seahawks 44-34. The Bills are now 7-2, while the Seahawks are 6-2. All right, the next game is the Chicago Bears and Tennessee Titans. The Titans beat the Bears 24-17. That makes the Titans 6-2 and the Bears 5-4. The next game is the Baltimore Ravens and Indianapolis Colts. The Baltimore Ravens beat the Colts 24-10. The Ravens are now 6-2, while the Colts are 5-3. The next game is the Carolina Panthers against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs beat the Panthers 33-31. That makes the Chiefs 8-1, while the Panthers are 3-6. The next game is an NFC North battle against the Lions and Vikings. The Vikings beat the Lions 34-20. So the Lions are now 3-5, while the Vikings are also 3-5. Right, let's go to an NFC East battle. That would be the Giants and Washington football team. The Giants beat the Washington football team 23-20. That makes the Giants 2-7 and the Washington football team 2-6. And the last morning game is an AFC South battle against the Houston Texans and Jacksonville Jags. The Houston Texans beat the Jags 27-25. And currently the games going on are the Raiders and Chargers. The Raiders are beating the Chargers in LA 28-17. The Raiders are 4-3, while the Chargers are 2-5. The next game is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. The Pittsburgh Steelers are losing to the Dallas Cowboys 13-9. Steelers are 7-0, and the Cowboys are 2-6. And the game at halftime right now are the Miami Dolphins and Arizona Cardinals. The Dolphins lead the Cardinals 24-17. The Dolphins are 4-3, while the Cardinals are 5-2. And tonight's game is the New Orleans Saints at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Saints are 5-2, and the Buccaneers are 6-2. And tomorrow's game is the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The Patriots are 2-5, and the Jets are a little worse, 0-8. And teams on byes this week are the Cincinnati Bengals, the Cleveland Browns, the Los Angeles Rams, and the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, that's all for scores. Let's go over divisions now. Let's start in AFC this week. And AFC East, coming in first place are the Buffalo Bills, sitting at 7-2. The next down is in second place are the Miami Dolphins, and they're sitting at 4-3. So I don't think anybody will catch the Bills, but I may be wrong. But coming in third place are the now awful New England Patriots, sitting at 2-5. I know I just said the record. And coming in last place are the New York Jets, coming in at 0-8. All right, let's go over to AFC North. And sitting in first place of AFC North are the Pittsburgh Steelers, and currently they're 7-0. And if they can't get it together, they'll be 7-1. Then coming in second place are the Baltimore Ravens, and they're currently sitting at 6-2. So the Baltimore Ravens can still catch up to the Steelers. All right, coming in third place are the Cleveland Browns, and they are, they are currently 5-3, and they were on their bye this week. And lastly, the Cincinnati Bengals, who were also on their bye this week, like I already said, and they're sitting at 2-5-1. And let's go over to AFC South now. And sitting atop of AFC South are the Tennessee Titans, sitting at 6-2. And they beat the Bears today, like I already said. And coming in second place of that division are the Indianapolis Colts, sitting at 5-3, who lost to the Ravens today. And the bottom half of AFC South changed today. And coming in at third place are the Houston Texans, sitting at 2-6. And coming in at fourth place of AFC South are the Jacksonville Jags. So the Texans and Jags have played each other twice already this year. And the Texans have won them both. So that's why the Texans are ahead of the Jags. And the other reason is the Texans have a better record than the Jags. And the Jags are 1-7, if I haven't already said that. Let's go over to AFC West. And sitting in first place are the defending Super Bowl champs, who beat the Panthers today 33-31. The Chiefs have a record of 8-1, and coming in second place are the Las Vegas Raiders, who are currently 4-3, and they're beating the Chargers right now. And sitting in third place of AFC West are the Denver Broncos at 3-5. And sitting in last place of AFC West are the Los Angeles Chargers. So the Raiders and Chiefs have already played each other once this year, I believe, and surprisingly, the Raiders took that game, and it was at Kansas City, I believe. So the next matchup of those two teams will be in Las Vegas. All right, let's go down to NFC and go to the worst division in football. And sitting in first place of that division are the Philadelphia Eagles. See what their record are. Their record is currently 3-4-1. And they were on a bye this week, of course. And sitting in second place of NFC East are the Washington football team, sitting at 2-6. Then sitting in third place of NFC East are the Dallas Cowboys, who are currently 2-6. If they win today, they will pull out. They'll pull out in front of the Washington football team. So it would go Eagles, Cowboys, Washington football team, Giants. And sitting in fourth place, like I just said a minute ago, sitting in fourth place of NFC East are the Giants, sitting at 2-7. All right, let's go to the NFC North. And guess who's in that division? Any guesses? If you said Packers, you are correct. Sitting in first place of NFC North are mine Green Bay Packers, and their record is 6-2. They beat the 49ers on Thursday, so they're in first place with a record of 6-2. Then coming in at second place are the Chicago Bears, sitting at 5-4. The Packers and Bears haven't played each other yet this year, so that will still be able to come. I know one of the matchups this year of those two teams are on Sunday Night Football. I think it's the first one, but I'm not totally sure. It's the first one. And so, anyways, let's move down to third place. And in third place are the Minnesota Vikings, sitting at 3-5. They won today. So they've been on a 2-game win streak, beating the Packers and the Lions. And sitting in fourth place of NFC North are the Detroit Lions, and their record are 3-5. The reason why the Vikings are above the Lions are because the Vikings beat the Lions today, so they have the advantage over them. Okay, let's go to NFC South. The divisions in the NFC are really good this year. All right, so sitting in first place of NFC South are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and their record is currently 6-2. If they win tonight against the Saints, which I'm hoping they won't, but if they do, they'll move to the first seed because the Seahawks lost today. So the Seahawks are 6-2, and the Packers won, but they're 6-2. And the other reason why the Buccaneers have the advantage over the Packers because the Buccaneers beat the Packers. So the Buccaneers are 6-2. Then coming in second place of NFC South are the New Orleans Saints, sitting at 5-2. I believe they had their bye. That's why they're one game behind the Buccaneers. So the Saints are 5-2. Then coming in third place, the basement of this division changed also today. Coming in third place are the Atlanta Falcons, and they're sitting at 3-6 because they beat the Broncos today. And sitting in fourth place of NFC South are the Panthers, sitting at 3-6. The reason why the Falcons have the advantage over the Panthers is because the Panthers and Falcons played each other not last Thursday, but the Thursday before, and the Falcons beat the Panthers. So that's why. Okay, moving to the best division in football, with not all teams above or at 500. NFC West, and sitting atop of that division for the moment are the Seattle Seahawks, and their record is currently 6-2, and they lost to the Bills today. I told my friend that they're lucky because they didn't lose to an NFC team, because if they lost to an NFC team, I think the Packers would have the advantage over them. But they're lucky they lost to an AFC team, not an NFC team. Anyways, they're 6-2, and today, in second place, are the Arizona Cardinals, who are currently 5-2 and are tied with the Dolphins in the third quarter. And if the Cardinals beat the Dolphins, the Cardinals would move out in front of the Seahawks because the Cardinals beat the Seahawks a couple of Sunday nights ago in an overtime win. So that's why the Cardinals would have the advantage over the Seahawks, and the Cardinals and Seahawks play each other again in 2 weeks, I believe. And sitting in third place are the Los Angeles Rams, sitting at 5-3. They were on their bye this week, so that's why. Then sitting in fourth place are the San Francisco 49ers, and I know their record off the top of my head, and their record is 4-5, because before Thursday night's game, the 49ers were 4-4, but since the Packers beat them, they are 4-5. So that division, like you would be able to say, like weeks before, all teams are above or at 500. That is not true anymore. All right, so those are the divisions right now. I know sort of the top three teams for NFC, and I'm not sure about AFC. I think the playoff picture comes out next week, but I'll make sure that you know. But the top three teams in NFC right now are the Seattle Seahawks, Green Bay Packers, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So how that goes is, in the first seed right now are the Seattle Seahawks, but if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win tonight, they're in the first seed, but hopefully the New Orleans Saints can crush them. But in second place right now are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, unless they won't win tonight, and in third place are the Green Bay Packers. So the Green Bay Packers would get a wild card game at home the first week. Then they would have to go on the road to either Seattle or Tampa Bay. To be totally honest with you, I'm more scared of Tampa Bay than Seattle right now, just because Seattle, I don't know, they didn't televise the game today, but I heard they got somebody new on defense, but the Seahawks defense is not that good. And I know the Packers defense isn't that good either, but I think I'm more scared of the Buccaneers than the Seahawks right now. So if the Packers don't get the first seed, I think I'd rather go to Seattle than Tampa Bay, because I know how we play in Seattle, and we already got a win on the West Coast this year, and that was our first win on the West Coast since 2015. But anyways, those are the top three teams in NFC, and I'm just going to put it out there. My guess is for the top three teams in NFC or AFC, which are the Steelers, Chiefs, and I think I would say Bills. I kind of want to see the Bills in the Super Bowl this year, but I'm not real sure if they can get through Kansas City or Pittsburgh. But what would be super cool, and it's kind of shaping to look this way, but if the Packers don't choke in the playoffs like they do the last couple years, I think it might be a Pittsburgh-Green Bay Super Bowl. But the Packers have Tampa Bay and Seattle to go through, unless somehow the Buccaneers and Seahawks choke. I know the Buccaneers have the Saints tonight and the Chiefs coming up, so I will be cheering for the Chiefs, and tonight I'll be cheering for the Saints. But anyways, let's talk about the Packers game. Let's see here. I'm trying to pull it up super quick. Okay, so all right. I'll try to pull it up in just a second, but like I said already, the Packers got their first win on the West Coast since 2015. That's a bad record for us, but since we got the first win on the West Coast. It's been good. I'm so sorry. There's a lot of distractions today. We can never seem to win in Seattle, Los Angeles, or yeah. So anyways, so the Packers beat the 49ers. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself now. Just a minute. I'm trying to find the thing. Anyways, I know Davante Adams had 1 touchdown. Then Valdes-Scantling had 2 touchdowns. And I believe one of our tight ends got another touchdown. Then I lost track from there. And one more fun fact, the Packers have scored 30-plus points in each of our wins this year. So, yeah. And next for the Packers are the Jacksonville Jags. And that game is at home. We better not mess up to that game because we have the Colts coming up soon, like the game after the Jags, and it would be so embarrassing to lose to the Jags it would be so embarrassing because we've already lost to our division rival, the Vikings. But anyways, and the game next week, I'm not sure if it's going to be televised because it's going to be one-sided because I know even though the Packers have lost to the Vikings and Buccaneers, I guarantee that America will be picking the Packers over the Jags. Anyways, thank you for watching and listening to me talk and listening to my technology go bonkers. But please follow all social media pages you see at the end of this video, and please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, and go Pack Go!
Mama Nasha.